Well, welcome back folks. Today we're going to continue with our composition. We finished our A section. Now for a GCSE composition I'd probably recommend having 16 or 32 bars worth of your first section, but just for the sake of clarity I've only got 16, but I'm going to start to create a second section. The first thing I want to do is add some bars. Now I can do this either just by clicking on the add bar button at the top, or just using Command and B on the keyboard. That'll do for the time being. I'm also just going to add in a rehearsal mark just so I can see where my new section begins. You could also use a double bar line if you wanted to, just so it's nice and clear. It means when you're navigating a composition you can quickly and easily see where the A section or the B section ends or begins respectively. Now I want to have some contrast in my B section, so I'm going to change the key. I'm going to modulate to the relative minor. Now I'm in D major here, so to find the relative minor, go down 3 semitones. So down 3 semitones from D, we go D, 1 semitone is C sharp, down to C is the second semitone, and then down to B is the third semitone. So that means B minor is our relative minor of D major. So the first thing I'm going to do is compose a chord sequence in B minor. Now I'm going to do this off camera. If you're unsure how to compose a chord sequence, just look at my other video for some tips on how to do that. So I'll start by composing in B minor. The one thing I'm going to say is make sure your composition shows contrast and a bit of differentiation between your A and B sections. So I had block chords in my A section, so I'm going to go for a broken chord accompaniment in my B section. So I'll be back once I've done that. Composed my chord sequence, very basic as I did before. It's just broken chords, so the notes of every single chord I've chosen. So I've gone for a chord of B minor, then G, back to B minor, then F sharp. The thing to remember, of course, is you need to raise the 7th note, the leading note, in a minor key. So the A is the 7th note of B minor, therefore it gets raised to an A sharp. And then we've got E, D, F sharp and B, which the F sharp and B creates a perfect cadence. I'm not sure why I've got A sharps all the way through the bar there, just Sibelius being Sibelius. I imagine if I took them off, then it would. I've also got an extra F sharp in there for some reason. There we go. Underneath I've got a pedal, a tonic pedal in octaves, just to change the texture, and texture is something we'll talk more about at another time. So once you've got your chord sequence, mine's only 8 bars, you then start to write a melody in exactly the same way. But I want to do one more thing just to make my composition just sound a little bit different to my A section. So I'm going to add another instrument. And before I had the saxophone, I think I'm going to go for another woodwind instrument. I'm going to go for a clarinet. I'm going to go for a B flat clarinet. Sibelius will add it all the way through. That's okay, I'm only going to make use of it so far in the B section. I'm going to do exactly the same as I did before. So I'm going to start a very basic melody, utilising notes of the chords, and then I'll slowly start to develop it using techniques that can be found in my writing a melody and developing a melody video. So I'll crack on with that and see you on the other side. Okay, so there is my completed B section melody. Now it's as before, it's time to develop these things and just make them a little bit more exciting, a bit more varied. But first of all, let's hear what it sounds like. Sounds okay. I think the balance needs sorting out. I'm not particularly happy with the left hand. It does sound a little bit mechanical at the minute as well. So a few changes to be made here. That's better. There we go. Right. As before, I'm going to just create a 16 bar composition. 16 bar chord. As before, I'm going to create a 16 bar chord sequence for my B section, just so I have balance between my sections. I don't want one section to be far longer or far shorter than another. I'm also just going to add in a rehearsal mark at the front, just because then it will change our B rehearsal mark where we have our B section. So it just needs it up. Right, let me go ahead and create another melody line. So I've got my B section melody completed now. Let's have a listen to it all the way through. There you have it. There's my B section completed in its contrast by changing the chords from block to broken, from changing the bass line from something that moves to a pedal, tonic pedal, creating a different key as well as a different instrument. So we've got 4 different ways in which we've taken ideas that we've used before and developed or changed them in our composition. So next time we're out to finish up this composition, which is going to be a ternary form composition, we'll rewrite a developed A section, and then we'll look at ways in which we can take any composition and improve it.